Today we're diving into Copilot from Microsoft. So first thing you should know is that there's a few different tiers. So there's a free plan, then there's kind of a mid-tier plan, and then there's the enterprise plan. So the free plan, it allows you to use GPT-4 outside of the busy times. So if you want to use it at 4 a.m., you can get the full-blown GPT-4. But if you're using it during busy hours, you're probably going to get downgraded to one of the other learning models of like GPT-3 or whatnot. And then the other limitation is you can only create so many images, and it doesn't quite work seamlessly with the Office 365 suite. It's just a free plan. And then there's the Pro plan, which is basically everything that the free plan is. You can make more images, you get access to GPT-4 Turbo, and it lets you integrate with some of the Microsoft apps, web-based and whatnot, a little bit better. And then there's the Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365, which is the full-blown tier, or what is recommended, and it integrates with your Microsoft Business tenant, and you can deal with your OneDrive files, you can deal with Word, Excel, all the apps, including the downloaded apps from what I understand, and it's deeply integrated with the Microsoft tenant, and it has security and compliance that is required for enterprise, and meaning it's not going to use your data for its learning models. It's all the data that you give it is owned by your tenant. And if you delete a user, it deletes their content. It might keep some of it within your tenant, but it's all within your tenant. It's not within Microsoft as a whole, if that kind of makes sense. So let's dive into it. There's many different things you can do with Copilot, so this is not going to be an in-depth explanation of what you can do with Copilot, but we'll just give a quick tour so you can kind of understand what you can do with it. So, like a lot of other AI platforms, it's a chat bot. It can be used or interfaced with in different ways, but by default, you can just chat with it. So, hi, can you tell me a joke? And kind of like Siri or whatever, it can give you a nice little joke. That's not all that impressive. Where it becomes impressive is the reason I would recommend using Copilot over something like ChatGPT, if you are a Microsoft user, is it can interface well with your documents and whatnot. So let's say, can you make a Word doc on time travel? Enter. And we'll just give it a minute here to create. All right, so here's our nice little Word document on time travel. Now this isn't all that impressive, but it didn't give it all that much to work with either. So you can kind of imagine, if you know what you're wanting it to do, give it that information. So let's just close out of here for a minute. When you're working with any AI model, the recommendation is to tell it what you want. So if you're vague, its response will be vague. But if you give it clear instructions, it can work with that and make something for you. So let's just say here, I'm going to copy in a nice little prompt. All right, you are an SEO expert. Can you create a web page explaining why plastic straws are better than paper? So I've been specific of what I want it to achieve, not just say, write me an article about paper versus plastic or whatever. I've said you're an SEO expert, giving it the information. I'm trying to make a web page here. I'm trying to do something with this information, not just write me an article, but I'm wanting to write an article for a web page. And if we look through here, it gives a nice little meta tag title, which it would only kind of know to do if you're telling it to make websites. And then hopefully it's going to be using words that are long keywords and whatnot. So that's the basic of writing an article. Another thing you can do with Copilot is work within documents or read documents for you. So I've got a test document here about buying a Learjet. So we're going to add the content, upload, and we're going to do buying a private jet. Got that uploaded, and then say, can you recap the most important parts of this Word doc? And we'll give it a minute here. All right, and it's just going to summarize everything that's in this document. Now, this document is only one page, so to summarize it isn't all that much work for it, but you can imagine if you have a 40-page legal document and you want to just know the important stuff off the bat, let's say you're late for a meeting and you haven't had a chance to look over it, you can ask Copilot to just summarize it for you, and then you kind of know the basic points of it. It can save you a lot of time. You should still read the document, but it can give you a bit of that information. Or let's say you get a long email, you can ask Copilot, just copy and paste the text in and say, hey, can you write me a reply to this? And it can spit out something right off the bat. So you can test it out, see what you like. If you have any questions about how to use Copilot, please leave them below. Either we'll reply or we might make a video on that specific feature. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.